So I don't know how you go through it so well. So I have a lot to learn from all of you. Okay, so maybe we'll kind of get the panel session going, and maybe Penny, I'll start with you first. So Penny, I have been following you for quite a bit, and I saw that one of your recent encounters in life was, as a business owner, was in some ways like an infringement of copy by a competitor. So for me as an outsider, what I saw was a blatant copying where they actually took your design down to the boxes. I think some part of the logo also looks similar, at least the color and whatnot, and the arrangement of the flowers, but I think the only thing they didn't do was to sell it in Malaysia but sell it elsewhere, right? So for you as a business owner, I think my question to you is, how do you react? If me, I would be so angry, but then how do you control the anger and then get past it?
To be really honest, my anger level is not very high towards this incident, simply because this is not the first time we caught them doing it. Yeah. So this is, I think, a few times already. So it is not really surprising, but also surprising in another way that it was actually a blatant copy. I feel rather sad rather than being angry, simply because I think in our industry, flourishing industry is actually a very, very laborious and very challenging industry. So actually, in order to come out with a product that we can sell on the website, we actually need to go through a series of procedure before the thing can go out. It started from doing market research. We need to have a conceptualization. We need to build a prototype. Before that, we need to still procure inventory from overseas or locally. And then after that, we need to talk to the operation team in order in terms of how are we going to handle the delivery of this very fragile product. Then we have to go to photo shoots, we have to look for models, we have to put in the right copy, put in everything. If I were to name everything, I think it will take about 90 days for us to put something out that you will see that is sellable on the website. So for someone or anybody who just blatantly take other people's work, I felt that it is not an ethical thing to do, and it's also disrespectful to the brand and also to the person who works very, very hard behind it. I think if we talk about how I feel, I think my team actually feel even sadder, especially our creative team and our florist team, because they are the people that come up with this thing from scratch out of nowhere, and imagine that it's just being snatched away from you and rebranded sort of a way. So I think my message would be we really need to recognize the people who put in their sweat, blood and tears, in terms of coming up with a good product, to serve the market.
So thank you for your response. I caught something there where you said it wasn't their first time copying. So take me back to the time where it was the first time that you encountered a copy.
There was actually an advertisement copy where they would copy our copywriting word by word. Yeah. So we were quite surprised then, but we didn't do anything. But this time I just called them out on social media. I even put their name and all that. Because I think we need to stand for what is right. Yeah.
And by you standing for what is right, I also noticed that you have in some ways kick-started a bit of a movement, especially among entrepreneurs. I saw it being shared by Jen from Wanderlust as well. I think you've got a lot of people on your back. And how do you feel about that? Is that something that you continue to?
I think what I've been through can be felt or understood by anyone in the creative industry. I think Christy is the one that can 101% understand what does it mean by copying other people. I mean, how does it feel by getting somebody to just copy your product and all that. So, it's encouraged to know that I'm not alone. And then, we as creative people, we need to, stand united together.
Okay, thank you. So maybe, Christy, I'll turn the question to you. So, Penny said you encountered something similar before.
We have counterfeit versions of our products sold at GM Plank, Kenanga Wholesale Level 6.
you can buy our counterfeit products. And with our brand stamped on those products as well.
So it's also a blatant copying.
It's see, Penny they copy, they change the label. Ours they copy, they stand back on label.
So it's a bit like counterfeit LV reaction now.
Yeah. So we've actually launched a report to the authorities. So we're working very closely with KPNKK and also taking legal action on those people. But I think we should feel very, very happy that people actually want to copy us. Yeah, it's a sign of flattery. It's a sign that you are worth to be copied. Of course, you feel very unhappy because, like even for me and my team, we have a chat group where we have to report every single counterfeit listing. So all these marketplaces, they sell all our counterfeit products. But my team has been spending hours and hours and hours just to report all these counterfeits. But of course, it's not the marketplace fault because it's very hard for the marketplace to know which is a second-hand item and which is a counterfeit item. So we had to work very closely with all these marketplaces to take down all these counterfeit listings. But after so many hours we wasted doing all this, we realized it's just wasting time. Just let them sell. We are taking action, but it cannot be stopped. If you go to Petaling Street now, you can see LV, Gucci, Chanel being sold in Chichongai. Nobody going to catch them. At first, like what Penny say, very, very upsetting and everything, but how to say, the show must go on. The show must go on. So I think when people copy you, it's a sign that you are able to get that kind of attention. There is a demand for your product to be copied. If your product is totally not popular and no one wants to buy it, nobody's going to copy you. So it's a sign that you're doing things right. So we should take it positively. At the same time, we should also take preventive legal measures. Like for instance, we have filed our IP rights in a couple of countries across Southeast Asia. When they start infringing you in Malaysia, the next trend will be they will start to infringe you in Indonesia and other parts of Southeast Asia. So we're actually learning from this very painful experience, which I'm sharing with you guys. You need to actually get all your classes filed for intellectual property protection. And you must know what class you need to file for yourself, because we made some mistakes, like we only filed for, let's say, a shoe and bag, but we didn't file for all fashion items. So you can sell a scarf and you can drop our brand there and we can't take any legal action on you. So you need to know the different classes and the intricacies it takes to file intellectual suit on the other party. And like for Penny, right, what you can do is actually you can sue them for passing off. Because they didn't copy the word BloomThis, but they copy everything. So it's more of passing off. So passing off, if you can prove that they have forcefully confused the consumer to think that flower chain is BloomThis, then you can actually sue for compensation. So sometimes, I know suing is a long process, you have to dig pockets and everything. So it's also one of the ways that you can take action over it. So having said that, I think as business owners, what I've learned throughout this process is we need to stay in front of the game. We need to continuously be very, very innovative, improve our products, and just to stay ahead of the game, because copycats will always be there.
But yes, I totally agree with you that copying is probably the highest form of flattery. That's what people always say, right? But just to understand a bit more as well. Then when you first found out that people were copying your products and all that, how did you feel? Did it discourage you at all, or you just felt you just needed to go on?
What we did was we tried to trace the source, because there's a huge factory in China counterfeiting our bags and stamping our name, and then there's a chat on Telegram, and there's a group of drop shippers, I think about a couple of hundreds, now I understand in the thousands, distributing our counterfeit products. So I'm also faced with a lot of challenges from all these counterfeiters, like if you buy our product from our website or our stores, if the product is 180 ringgit, they will sell it for 60 ringgit. But the quality is totally a different thing altogether. So we have this sort of issue. So until today, our challenge is we do not know how much of these counterfeits are actually eating into our sales revenues. We have not seen any decline in sales numbers. Our revenues have been growing from strength to strength, but we do not know how much of this has actually cannibalized into our bottom line.
Okay, so thank you so much for your sharing. Thank you, Penny. Maybe